Cancers, how are you? How are you feeling? Seriously, what's going on with you? What's on your mind? What's hindering you? At this moment, what do you feel like is stemming your growth? And I think that these are questions that you need to ask yourself so that you get down to the core issue of what it is that is hindering you. Okay? So, sorry, it's wood. So for Cancer, what I see for you this Sagittarius season is that many of you are struggling with a sense of trusting yourself as well as a sense of trusting others. Some of you are dealing with someone at this moment who may not be it's hard for you to see past the illusion at this moment. And you're trying to figure out who this person is, but at the same time, you're also dealing with your own insecurities as far as either job placement or changes in your career, finances, and so forth. Cancers, you might be struggling right now because there's part of you that's not listening to your inner guidance. I think that many of you might be struggling with some type of... There are many Cancers at this moment who might be struggling with imposter syndrome. And what's happening right now in your life is not because Spirit is trying to harm you in any way. It's not because you are a bad person. What's happening is that you're extracting little things, little particles that are soon not going to be able to exist with you. That there are old parts of you that are dying. And I think what's happening right now too with Cancers, because Cancers, we're so focused on familiarity. I really hope I'm saying you ever wonder, like, you say words wrong and whatever. But that's sometimes I struggle with that too. But Cancers struggle with like wanting things to stay the same, and in reality that may be partial of the reason why their growth always feels so like stunted, or like like something is just not like it's not going through, is because on some level Cancers still like things to feel the same. They like things to feel familiar. I think this also too exists with them having family structures, that comfort level that they desire. So if you can have control in one area of your life that has been comfortable for you these past couple years, and somehow it's being shaken up right now, just know that whatever is happening in that sector of your life, or whatever's happening in this position in your life, it isn't happening because you're being personally attacked. What's happening is that you have been asking for numerous things these past couple months. A lot of you have been doing a hell of spell work. A lot of you have been writing petitions. A lot of you have been, really having these communications, this strong communication with your ancestors. A lot of you have been patient. But now what Spirit is asking for you is to make room so that these things can come to fruition. So Cancer, we have to also be mindful that, if we want something, we have to be willing to letting go of the old. What, is obviously not beneficial for our growth at this moment, okay? So Cancers, I understand that you like things to feel familiar. I understand that, you know, you want things to go a certain way, but at the same time, we also have to learn how to allow spirit to do its job. We also have to leave some room for possibilities, the what ifs, you know, we have to learn how to detach from the outcome. Okay? So, Cancers, there are many of you who might be struggling with your throat chakra these past couple days. I know I am, but some of us are struggling with speaking the truth or accepting the truth within ourselves. A lot of you have to learn how to admit that you fully are capable of being loved and that you fully are worthy of that love. But I think there are many of you who tend to struggle with the vulnerability aspect of it because you've been hurt on numerous occasions. So it's hard for you to operate in relationships and things like that. But I think that you have to start reflecting on how much you've grown. I think that the reason why your throat is hurting because you are coming to a place where you're speaking up for yourself, whether it's relationships, whether it's job placements, whether it's, you know, personal connections, your day-to-day life. You're coming to the realization that, all right, if I don't speak up for myself, then I'm not going to get what I want. But also, I need to understand that the things that I want, I am fully worthy of. So, you know, you're automatically, and you're also coming to a realization too that you're sometimes Cancers can be very pessimistic, especially when things don't go their way and they clench their claws very tight. So, you know, they assume, all right, the initial outcome, like, it's going to be like this because this is what happened, especially if you're used to that type of pattern. Of course, you know, that's all you're going to see. But Cancers, again, there are many of you who are coming to the position where you're kind of tired of it, and that's also you got to reflect on how so many things are dying out about you. You know, Cancers, I am very proud of you. I don't know if, you know, you're struggling with a lot of like self reassurance and things like that. I get it, because, you know, you might think that nobody sees what you're doing, but there are many people who really honor the work that you put out. And if you're struggling with self-acceptance, that's also no surprise, because Heart Awakening came out, which is awakening to acceptance and the divine love. Give and receive in balance. So many of you are probably going to be dealing with a lot of heart chakra work these next couple weeks. A lot of anger, a lot of like resentment I'm picking up on, a lot of dishonesty. I'm just picking up on a lot of things that has caused your heart to harden over the course of weeks, also years. Spirit is asking you at this moment to learn how to balance giving and receiving. And this is also in reference to your personal relationships. You know, like, if somebody's not giving you what you're seeking at this moment, like, maybe it's time to reflect and really center yourself and ask yourself, hey, like, is this what I really want? Like, is this something that's going to fulfill me? And if, you know, you answered no to both of those, there goes the answer that you might be seeking. It's okay to feel hurt about the situation, but at some point you do have to take action. You know, you can't allow yourself to suffer in silence anymore. You can't allow yourself to like deal with consequences or things like that. I don't know how you're taking it. Some of you are really like internalizing it, where, you know, this is part of the reason why your heart has hardened. You know, you're taking it so personal that you do not even give kind of the other person a chance to take responsibility in the situation as well, you know? So, because it's not always your fault. Certain things were not spoken about from the jump, so that might have you a little bit confused. Yeah. So because I get a lot of anxiety from my Cancers right now. They're going through transitions that, you know, they're not speaking up about, and in some areas they're not speaking up about it because either they don't want to jinx it, or they don't feel comfortable enough to speak to anybody about their accomplishments right now, because, you know, like, this is something that they've been really wanting, and this is something they've been passionate about. But some of you are going through a very, like, transformative, some of you are going through a period where you are dealing with a career change, and you are trying to figure out what's the next step you need to take, and how are things going to be, and da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, all right, again, you have to let go of the outcome, okay? You have to let go of how you think things are going to come to you. Leave room for spirit to give you the green light, or leave room for spirit to, like, actually do the work, like, do the job. In the meantime, let's focus on building your brand, or in the meantime, let's focus on really expanding yourself in the sense of, like, making space for what's to come. So preparing yourself, whether you're, like, cleaning your space, or, like, if you have your own business, writing down all the information on your shipping labels, like, things that can get you ahead of the game, so that when, you know, it arrives, you're like, oh, holy shit, I got it together. Career change. But listen, career change, you're embarking upon a career that brings you the joy and abundance you desire and deserve. Bruh, all I'm saying is that whatever's coming to some of you, like, you're gonna be a bit shocked, okay? You're gonna be like, I didn't know people were paying attention to me, little old me. So whoever this resonates with, I really pray that everything works out for your highest good, and that you fully feel prepared, and that you fully feel deserving of what's to come into your life. The two cards, so trust came out in two separate decks. Archangel Michael, trusting heaven, you are safe. Angels stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. Like, you think I'll be making this shit up? Trust your feelings and dreams to guide your career path. So if you've been, like, pushed to focus on different things right now that are, like, not in your quote unquote, like, 9 to 5 type shit, like, start working towards that dream, you know? Like, study more. Please, like, implement more studying time and things like that, because, like, quite frankly, that's going to help you build your confidence. That's going to help you, you know, have a leg to stand on. Your last card, self-renewal. As I clean out old energies, I have more space for that which wants to be birthed into my life. Bitch, this is, like, honestly, this is all you probably needed to know at this moment right now. I have more space for that which wants to be birthed into my life. Yeah, you know what? You might be feeling a little bit depressed right now. You might be feeling some sadness in your bones because the things that once were familiar to you are long and gone. They're dead. And this is because you are about to be brought into a space where people fuck with you heavy, bro. Okay? You're about to be brought in a space where people actually give a fuck about what you say and honor and care for you. Things that you've been seeking for mad long right now. Like, Aren't you worthy too, Cancer? Don't you deserve love? Don't you deserve the love that you've been giving out to people? Like, it's time for the scales to finally balance in your life. So I hope this reading, resonates with somebody. And Cancer, like, just keep doing your thing, bro.